Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to Random Acts of Healing. I am so happy that you could make it today, or at least watch the recording. No worries. As long as you are able to use this information that I'm sharing with you, I think we will be okay. So today is our third show. I'm so excited. We've had a few hundred people watch the last two shows, and got some of the same questions as last time, but again, we're just going over the kidney and the bladder elements. So today I decided that we would just kind of do a recap. We're going to talk about how the kidney and the bladder meridian make up the water element. The water element controls not only our fluids, our physical fluids, our blood pressure, our urine, the sugar and everything in our body, right? It also controls our emotions, that weather, that inside weather that comes in as anxiety, as anger, as fear. All those emotions kind of get balanced with the water element, the kidney and the bladder. So let's start our practice with some of the things that we've already learned. Have a comfortable seated position. Today I'm just sitting in a chair. So you can sit in a chair, you can lie down, you can be leaning up against the wall, you can do whatever you like. These movements and these exercises that we do, hopefully you can take what you like, leave what you don't, and just add it to your everyday practice. When you sign up for a consultation with me, then we will create a specific program and how you can put each of these practices into use specifically for you and what you're going through. So seated in a nice, comfortable position, we're going to close our eyes or have them at a soft gaze. And the first thing we're going to do is just check in with our bodies. Notice how we're feeling. Don't try to change anything, because the point of this exercise is just to check in with yourself. Notice any aches or pains you might have. Notice any aches or pains that might be gone right now in this moment. Whatever it is okay. Just take note. Now, whenever you're ready, we're going to do our 3-part breathing. Take a nice big exhale. Cleansing breath out. When you're ready, inhale. Fill the belly. Feel the chest rise. And exhale, slow and controlled. Nice deep breath in, filling that belly up all the way. Feel the chest rise. And exhale, slow and controlled. At least one more big breath in, fill that belly up all the way. Feel your chest rise and the collarbones lift. And exhale, slow and controlled. Squeezing that belly button back towards the backbone. Allow all of that air to be squeezed out. And whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and allow that breath to return to normal. All right, now that we've kind of arrived in the moment, we're all here, the energy is nice, calm. Hopefully this is a learning space for you now. And as we talked about before, the blood in the body has a circuit. It's being pumped by the heart. Heart center is here in the center. We have an acupressure point associated with that, kind of right in between the breast. For men whose nipples don't move, It'll be right in between the nipples on the sternum. Women, our nipples don't stay in the same place throughout our whole life. So we have to kind of find this point on our sternum. Your fingerprint will kind of fit right in. This is the sea of calm. This helps to calm the whole system, helps to keep you inside of your body. All right? Let's take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. One of the reasons that we want to kind of activate this point is because we want the body and the mind to be calm while we're receiving new information, right? We talked about the last 2 weeks how the energy enters the body, right? How it comes in through Ba Wei, the point right at the top of the head, right? And the kidney, right? The kidney point at the bottom of the foot, the only point at the bottom of the foot. I have a little beauty mark to the side, but it's kind of right there in the middle. This is where you want to start your self-massage, right? This is where you want to go ahead and massage your feet at night, right? Allowing the energy to come in and to be used throughout your body, right? We will also learn over the past couple of weeks that this energy umps in our heart and comes out of our hands. So we have energy going in 2 places, right? And coming out of our hands. We have special points on our hands. You may or may not notice them right now, but after we do a couple of our other exercises, you most definitely will feel something, I'm sure. That something will be the chi. You can feel your blood moving. You know that it's being pumped throughout your body. Your blood includes all of the essential elements and serves as a circulatory vehicle for your red and white blood cells, also your T cells. The enzymes and the hormones, the sugar, the glucose, all of that is in your blood, as well as scavenger cells. Scavenger cells are like, we've been talking about the debris from medicine or the debris from the food, the preservatives and stuff that are left in the food that go back into the bloodstream. And the kidneys are one of the body's main filters. Kidneys help you to retain all of your nutrients, and it helps to separate all of these scavenger cells and these things that we don't need, right? Get it out of the blood system. Because when your blood is sluggish, that's when you were sluggish. That's when you are feeling drained and fatigued. I'm like, oh my God, is this ever gonna end? Your whole body is hard to move when your blood is sluggish. So part of the reason that we do these Qigong exercises is to move the blood with the Qi energy, right? The meridians are highways through the body, right? Highways for the energy to go. Some of them go from the head to the foot, like the Bladder Meridian. The kidney meridian goes from the foot to the chest. We have others that go from the chest to the hand, from the hand to the face, right? So it's a full circuit. And the Qigong exercises that we do, specifically the breathing and the gentle movement, these help the energy to move the blood, move it to where it needs to go, move it from its sluggish positions. One of the things that happens, especially when we've been sitting down, we haven't been moving as much, and this year has been like that for everybody. One of the things that people don't normally do while they're sitting around is have the opportunity to move the blood out of the organs, move the blood out of the tissues, so it becomes stagnant, right? It becomes stagnant, we get bloated, we get edema, right? Our ankles begin to swell because all the blood rushes to these lower spots in the gravity, right? The gravity pulls the blood down. We can't help it. Well, we can if we do some inversions sometimes. We stand on our head, but that's not always going to happen. So the exercises that I'm showing you throughout the next few weeks will help you to move this energy naturally. Move this energy with the force of your mind. Qigong helps. Qigong and yoga help to build the dialogue between the body and the mind. Again, it's not something that you can be taught, but it is something that you develop over time when you begin to listen to your body. Your qi is the energy. It nourishes everything. It helps to circulate through the meridians from the organs, creating a protective energy. That protective energy is your immune system. In Chinese medicine, we refer to it as the Wei Qi, and sometimes you'll hear me refer to it as the Wei Qi because it is not just the immune system like we have in Western mindset been taught to think of it. It's a little bit more than that, right? So the energy comes in our bodies, right? We can send it out of our hands, or we can share it with ourselves. Share it with ourselves, share it with somebody else. That's the whole goal. This Random Acts of Healing podcast is to help you develop your own energy for yourself, because more often than not, throughout the week, you're probably doing everything for everybody else. So we know that the energy comes in the body, out through our hands, after it unks in our heart, right? Now, instead of it just going out of our hands, right, it stays in the body. Remember, we have that belt meridian that goes around our waist here. So the energy comes in and out and goes around, right? Things start moving around. It starts to become a wheel, right? All this energy is moving, and then it goes into your organs, and your organs start to vibrate, right? Everything starts to vibrate. Now, next week, I'll show you the exact times that everything is kind of active, because sometimes things are more active than others, right? And allowing this energy to flow through the meridians helps for the nourishment of the blood, the energy, and the organs and everything. So why don't we do our third exercise, which is our PowerPoint build-up. At night or in the morning, you want to include your foot. I'm going to get a little foot massage in because I kind of like them. I like them a lot. You also have the reflexology system that you can figure out on your foot, and that is also good to know. I'll share some of that later with you, but who doesn't love a good foot massage? Even if you have to give it to yourself. You might need to throw a tennis ball or a golf ball on the floor and roll your foot back and forth so you can get it. All right? So once you've done that, we'll go to our knees. Massage the knees. We have powerful blood building points on the knee. And depending on how you rub your knee, if you want to go ahead and get on the inside of that knee, you know that the kidney meridian runs up the inside of the leg and goes up to the chest, right? We learned that 2 weeks ago. So we want to build up this energy. Notice the heat between your hands. You see how my hands are going kind of inside of my knees? I want to make sure that I get those inside meridians, because all of those are for the blood. Now here's a trick I didn't share with you last week. Behind the knee, right in the center, on our bladder meridian, is a special point for low back pain. Now, when we're working with these points, you don't have to do anything special with them. You just kind of have to acknowledge them where they are. Even if you don't exactly know, your body kind of knows where you're going, right? So right behind our knee On our bladder meridian is a special point for low back pain. Now, whether this low back pain is being caused by your kidneys, by the bone structure, whatever it is, this point sends the energy to your low back to help it move. Stagnant energy usually causes pain. So you can hold that point for a while, any time of day or night. You can go back to massaging the knees. And then remember, once we feel the heat, we bring that energy up. Hands on our hips, fingers in the front, thumbs in the back. We do it this way because, again, there are more acupressure points here. Your body is the measurement, the measuring unit of where these points are. So if you put your hands on your hips like this, most likely your fingers are going to land in those blood building points. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Remember, your breath is a voluntary and also involuntary function. You can control it. Your breath prepares you for the next step. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Now we bring our hands to our center, one hand below the belly button and our lower dantian, where our reproductive and life organs are. One hand above the belly button and our middle dantian, where our digestive organs are. Take a deep breath in, fill up the belly all the way. Feel your chest rise, exhale, slow and controlled. Now, if you're one who's learning about meditation, this is also a breathing meditation. Bringing your focus always to your breath. Noticing the cool air going in and the warm air going out. Or maybe you notice your breath in your body underneath your hands. When you're ready, the lower hand comes up to our heart center. Remember, our calming point is in the middle, and the end of the kidney meridian, kidney 27, is right here where the bone and the skin meet. These points are specifically for the functioning of the kidneys. So you could do this all day. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Some days that you're feeling a little sluggish, or maybe you feel like your kidneys are not working right, and maybe we don't know the function of the kidneys. Kidneys are part of our filtration system. So if our blood is feeling a little sluggish, maybe our filtration system's not working properly. So we go right to the source. Functioning of the kidneys. Each acupressure point has a specific function. When you're ready, the lower hand comes up, index finger just below the nose, right above the lip. This point helps to keep us in our mind. We can do our breathing here. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. One more time, big breath in, fill that belly up all the way. And exhale, slow and controlled. Now let's place our hands at our face. Remember, our ears correspond with our kidneys, so we can have our hands a little farther out, sending that energy back into our body. Sending it to our kidneys. Our other organs are also associated with different orifices, our eyes and our nose and our mouth. Mouth, I believe, is heart. eyes go with the liver, but we'll talk about that more when we get to those elements. Nice and slow, bring the arms up overhead, palms are facing each other. Then we slowly turn the palms to face outward, allow the hands to float down. And whatever's available to you, if you can bring your hands back behind the body, grab a hold of one wrist, try to wrap those fingers around. If not, just kind of place those arms comfortable for you. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Now we're sealing in all of that energy that we just built up. And when we seal in that energy, it's allowed to do its function, which is to nourish the blood. Picks up whatever is digested in the stomach, takes the good stuff from our other digestive organs, the vital fluids from the glands, all the essential energy, and it circulates it internally through the meridians. And you can release that if you like. Close your eyes for a moment, or allow a soft gaze. And let's take out that note again. Noticing how you feel. Notice if it's different than before. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. The same, maybe you've noticed some differences. Whatever it is, it's okay. You can check the points on your palm. They might be a little bit more sensitive. Right? That's because the energy is ready to do what it needs to do. Let's rub our hands nice and brisk, because we're going to send some more of this energy into our bodies, covering the eyes, sealing them in darkness. As the heat penetrates, we allow the hands to melt down the front of the body, all the way down, 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 back to the knees. You can massage the knees again. You can bring it up, hands on the hips. Do your PowerPoint balancing. Again, taking your time, using your breath. And sealing in that energy. Right? So those couple practices that we've just done could be your whole morning practice. So I like to share them with the general public because everybody can do them. And they kind of roll back into each other, right? Just like the meridians and the meridian flow, as we discussed earlier. Maybe you can see this. We're going to get that picture up for you in a moment. It's not vital that you necessarily know the flow, but when you know, then you can send the energy where it needs to go. So when we do our breathing as a meridian flow, you inhale for the lung. I'm sorry, everything starts with an exhale. Let me just say that. Your exhale is the most important breath. So we want to exhale, get everything out. Squeeze that belly button back towards the backbone. And then inhale for the lung. Exhale for the large intestine. Inhale the stomach. Exhale the spleen. Inhale for the heart. Exhale for the small intestines. Inhale for the bladder. Exhale for the kidney. Inhale for the pericardium. Exhale for the triple burn. Inhale for the gallbladder. Exhale for the liver. Inhale the lung. Exhale large intestine. Inhale for the stomach. Exhale for the spleen. Inhale for the heart. Exhale for the small intestine. Inhale for the bladder. Exhale for the kidney. Inhale the pericardium. Exhale the triple. Inhale gallbladder. Exhale the liver. Now again, these different organs are active different times a day, just like a cycle, right? Just like a clock. You may notice that sometimes in the morning, you have to go to the bathroom about 7:30 a.m. It don't matter what time zone you're in, but that is the time of the large intestine, between 7 and 9. So your large intestine is active and it's ready to get out of your system everything that you put in it the day before. So as you see up on the screen, we have these different pairs. The past 2 weeks, we've been learning about the water element, which is your kidney and bladder. And you see it's kind of right there in the middle. The kidney and the bladder, the liver and the gallbladder are considered to be very, very deep organs. So when you do your breathing meditation, your pranayama, and you notice or you think about this flow like we just did, then you can see and you can feel kind of the meridians being cleaned, right? We call this like a meridian scrub. So the energy goes through each element, through each of the meridians, and circulates and pushes any blockages out of the way. It's very, very good for pain management. So this week, the kidney and the bladder are the water element. And again, it's dealing with emotions, it's dealing with our inside fluid fluctuation. The body's always trying to find homeostasis. It is our filtering system to keep our nutrients and get rid of any waste. So let's do this one more time together so that you can kind of remember. And again, you can set up a consultation with me. I'll make sure that you have all the pictures. You can follow us on coffeetalk.com. We have a kidney being group there. We also have a kidney being group in Facebook. And again, this may not be the best way for you to organize your practice. This is just a general way for you to organize your practice. So take what you need, leave what you don't. Closing your eyes for just a moment. If you want to take out your note, you can. If you just want to get to the breathing, you can do that too. Exhale, squeezing all of the air out. Inhale the lung. Exhale the large intestine. Inhale the stomach. Exhale the spleen. Inhale the heart. Exhale, small intestines. Inhale, urinary bladder. Exhale, the kidney. Inhale the pericardium. Exhale the triple humerus. Inhale the gallbladder. And exhale the liver. All right, so in a few moments, we're going to take a break. I'm going to learn about our sponsors. We have a tea and a coffee that we use for our detox, products that we sell to help you to create a healing space in your body. We also have some lovely products, some plants and candles and incense and different things to help you just kind of create that healing space in your own space. Maybe you only have room in your bathroom, so that's where you can go and get your you time, your me time. You spend a few moments in the bathroom and create a nice, relaxing bath with one of our tongue teas. And do your breathing exercises, do your meditation. Program. Not only do you want to check with your doctor, but you also want to listen to your body. You want to listen to what's going on with you. Everything should be done with ease and comfort. And a few times a week, we'll have a Qigong class. I have a yoga class that you can get in on, for less than what we normally charge. All of the links are on the link tree at Random Acts of Healing. Please feel free to go there, hang out, book a session. I do travel, so I'll be in California the next 2 weeks. I will be in Houston. After that, I will be in Atlanta. So if you'd like to book a bodywork session or in-person consultation, we could totally do that. Sorry, looks like everything is just stopped there for a minute.
It's no secret people around the world want to live healthier lives. It begins with the best all-natural ingredients. Immunity from Total Life Changes is what the world has been looking for. It elevates your defenses. It fights back for you. It's an all-natural powerhouse. Immunity is made from the gifts that the earth has given us, like vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, which helps absorb calcium and strengthens your overall system. Vitamin D is your wall against certain ailments. Turmeric has been revered in India for thousands of years. It contains medicinal properties and is well known as an anti-inflammatory and muscular antioxidant. Tulasi, or holy basil, is another powerhouse found in immunity. This leafy green plant from Southeast Asia is high in nutrition and a tonic for mind, body, and spirit. Our immunity is a natural blend of vitamins and all natural herbal extracts. It will help advance your health and have you living your best life every single day.
All right, so that was one of our new teas, the immunity, that helps to build up your immune system. The link is in the bio. on the link tree to go directly to that. It's one of our new teas to help to build the immune system. Sometimes you need products to give you a little bit of help your energy flow, help your blood flow, help with the detoxing of your system so that you can function properly. I found these products at TLC to be wonderful. Everything that I've tried, everything that I've used has fit into my daily schedule with ease. You see there, the link is up for the immunity that you can purchase. The tea, as you see, comes in little packages that you can actually take with you as you travel. I have a box of tea that I'm about to open up for my trip. We also have tea that you can use any time of the day. You know, it has different flavors. We have a raspberry flavored tea. We have a blackberry flavored tea. This is our black raspberry flavor. We call it Slim PM. This is so you can detox while you're sleeping. Who'd have thought? We have this Slim AM that helps you to detox in the morning while you're working out. We have the immunity for your overall immune health. We have other detoxing CBD teas because CBD is a very powerful medicine for the system. Helps to soothe the system. Western medicine is just finding out you have a cannabinoid and endocrine system connection. The products are up on the site. I'm adding kind of one product a week on our coffee talk so that you're not overwhelmed. You can just kind of start with one thing. The Fit for Cupid kit is a challenge that we're doing right now. And if you've seen my before pictures, you can tell that I'm losing a little bit of weight here. I don't know how much weight I've lost on this Fit for Cupid challenge, but I'm so excited because it has given me the opportunity to not only get some products at a reduced rate. Sale is always good, but it's actually working for me. So I just thought that I would start selling these products and share them with you because we will all want to detox. We're all learning about fasting, especially in these times. We're learning about how to build our immune system. A lot of people live in food deserts. You know, there's not a grocery store with healthy food very close. So learning and doing Qigong helps you to get the nourishing vitamins, minerals, hormones, all the essential fluids, everything you need into your system. Sorry, I'm starting to have trouble with my tablet right now. I'm not exactly sure why. So just wanted to make sure that you can contact me through our social media networks, thecoffeetalk.com. Feel free to join our kidney bean groups on Facebook and Coffee Talk and ask me any questions. Follow me on IG, Random Acts of Healing. Feel free to ask me any questions through the DM there. I am a medical massage therapist and also a yoga therapist. So I'm having to transition everything that I do to online. It's kind of difficult for me, but I'm just kind of rolling with the punches, and I hope that you are too. We are in a process of change, and change is the only thing that will always come. Up on the screen, we have our kidney bean group, and I hope that I'm using that and posting everything. Once we post the show in that group, then I usually go in and give a visual of the meridians that we spoke about, where the flow is, which direction it flows, just a little bit of information about it. So come on and join the groups, join the network, and check us out. Let me know if there's anything that I can do for you. I have 5,000+ years of information to share with you. And it all seems really kind of overwhelming, even for me. So it really helps when people ask questions about what's going on specifically with them. And again, since you're contacting me through email, thekidneybean@gmail.com, or you're contacting me through direct messages on the Kidney Bean, on Coffee Talk, Instagram, whatever. This allows you to ask your questions in an anonymous way, and then I can kind of answer them, just like we've been doing. So I'm going to give you one more exercise before we leave today. That is our kidney rub. And I'd like to just kind of do an overview of what we learned today. We learned that the kidney and the bladder are of the water element. The kidney comes up the inner leg from the bottom of the foot all the way up to our chest for our functioning kidney points, right? Our bladder meridian starts in the inside corners of our eyes and goes back over the head in 2 lines, right? We have one on each side. What's special about the bladder meridian is right in the back of the head at God's mouth, the meridian splits into 2, comes all the way down the back, all the way down the back body to the little toe. Now remember, we got a new point this week, and that point was the point that is behind the knee for your low back pain. While you're doing your PowerPoint buildup, you can massage that point as well. So if you just need a pick-me-up throughout the day, you need to bring your energy up, one of the things that you can do is this PowerPoint building, right? And you can kind of give yourself some medicine while you're doing it. You could massage the back of the knee for that point, for the low back pain. On the outside corner of the knee, where the meat and the blood meet, just under your knee, is a special point. The most powerful point in the body is the stomach meridian. Stomach point, stomach 36, and we'll learn about the stomach meridian at another time, but this is why we massage all of these points, right? When you need a little extra energy, this point is also known as walk 3 miles, so to give you a little extra energy. Now, as we're building up that heat on our knees, we bring that heat up to the blood building points at our hips. Deep breath in and a slow breath out. Deep breath in, slow breath out. Now we bring the hands to our centers, our burners, our warmers, our lower warmer below the belly button, and our middle warmer just above the belly button. Deep breath in, slow breath out. When you're ready, take the lower hand to the upper chest. Our CV17 point, the C of calm, is going to rest under your under your palm. Your thumb and your index finger are going to go to our kidney functioning points. Then we bring that lower hand up, index finger just under the nose, right under the lip. Again, taking a deep breath in and a slow breath out. We bring the hands to cover the face, however close or far away feels good. Remember, this is our energetic warm-up. So it depends on how you're feeling. When you're ready, bring the arms up overhead, palms are facing each other. And then turning the palms outward, we let the hands float down to behind the back, grabbing a hold of the wrist if we can, the opposite one. If you remember, if not, that's okay too, don't worry about it. And then we bring the chin towards the chest, sealing in that energy. Taking a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Nice and slow, we want to bring the head back to its regular resting position and we rub the palms together, making them nice and warm. And then we cover the eyes, sealing them in darkness, allowing the heat to penetrate the eyes. And as that heat begins to disappear, we let the hands melt all the way down, 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 back to where we started. Now, when you get here in your practice, you can either continue and do another circuit if you like, or we can do another exercise that we learned for our kidneys. Remember last week? For our kidney and our bladders, we massage our kidneys, getting our hands back there as close as we can. Right? Making it nice and warm, maybe a gentle tap. And then we bring that energy down, 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 all the way down the back body. And then all the way up the front body. Remember your bladder is here and your kidneys in the back. So nourishing all of that water element and our earth element at the same time. And we bring that energy back to the kidneys. You want to do this at least 50 times, about 50 rubs every time. It's good to do it in the morning, at night for 3 rounds. Bringing that energy down the bladder meridian and up the kidney meridian. That way you get your 150 rounds in for the morning. You want to do about 300 a day, 300 kidney rubs. And that helps to build your kidney energy. One of the many, many important things about the bladder meridian is that on the bladder meridian, you have access to all of your organ systems directly, direct access. That's why a back massage feels so good. You're able to hit all of the most important organs right there. If you have some partner who gently touches you on your back, that's activating those points in for your organ health. So this massage here for our kidney rub is not only good for our kidneys, but it also helps the other organs in our body. Again, I'm sorry for this technical difficulty we're having with my screen. It was working just fine earlier before we started. We have about 10 minutes left in the show. So again, I just want to make sure that you know that these movements are good for anybody in any condition. This is just a general practice right now. And as you develop more of your own personal practice, then you have the tools. Basically, just some random tools that'll help you, if you can remember them, while you're going through your healing process. We spoke about CBD. I also have a CBD sponsor for the show. It is Mountain Smokes. This is not a cigarette. They have these wonderful little little packages with What is it? It is hemp, CBD, mullein, and sage. So a lot of us smoke blunts. Blunts are not really good for you. Tobacco can be harsh on you. So you have to kind of switch up what you do sometimes. Taking in all the THC is not good for you all the time. And especially with the way that they're engineering marijuana these days, you may get really, really super high. So high that you don't know what to do with yourself. And that's no good. CBD in that aspect helps to bring you down if you've taken too much THC. Having a smoke, whether it's this one or another herbal smoke, is also another way to create a healing space, right? Sometimes you need 10 minutes so that you can go and smoke a cigarette. Cigarettes are not that good for you. I think we all know that now. Hemp and CBD, on the other hand, is good. The smoke is what's not good. So it's a yin yang for everything. Some things are good for you, some things are bad for you. But when you have a stressful day, the most important thing for you to do is take care of yourself, to create a healing space. That means lighting some incense, lighting some candles, which we will have for you very, very soon, with some amazing aromatherapy products. It all just helps you get back to yourself. You can take time, go through your PowerPoint, breathing exercises. You can take some time and smoke a CBD cigarette. You could take some time for yourself and go take a bath. All right? Whatever works for you, it is my job as the hood doctor to help you to develop a practice that is easy and comforting. I do not get a lot into nutrition only because people have their eating habits. This is what I believe. People have their eating habits. Sometimes it's for comfort. Sometimes it's for health. Sometimes it's just because we don't know no better. What I found out recently is that if your body doesn't know what it is, if your body can't recognize what you're putting in to it, then it creates fat. This fat builds up in the body. It makes you uncomfortable. It clogs your pores. It clogs your arteries. It clogs everything. As Dr. Sebi said, the only disease is mucus. So this fat is really mucus that is just built up and cellular structures change. Now it's fat. More fat and more fat and more fat. Detoxing helps to get rid of these elements that your body's not familiar with, like high fructose corn syrup. That tricks your body into thinking that you're hungry when you're not hungry. It tricks your body, it tricks your immune system, so your balance, your homeostasis, everything is off. Then your kidneys, boom, they stop functioning. Because remember, your kidneys are your filtration system. Your digestive organs are your part of your filtration system. Your large intestines, and we'll start talking about the large intestines next week, the metal element, the lung and large intestine, to help bring in, oh, I see we have a question. Let me answer this real quick. 2 weeks cold turkey with the stick, still smoking Berry Jane. Will you show that product again? Sure. I'm sorry I didn't send it to our team so that you can have the website, but it is Mountain Smokes. And one of the things that is also good about having this as a substitute is it's sustainable, right? It is not only good for you, a better smoke for you, right? it is an alternative so that you can stop doing something that you know is bad for you. Again, it being sustainable, it has mullein and sage in it. Now, the native elders have asked people to stop using sage because people are just over harvesting it and just doing way, way too much with the sage, right? Oh, there we go. Thank you so much. So this company actually spoke with native elders and got permission. Not only did they get permission, but they also get their sage from them. So it's a wonderful product that I have just started using. This is my first pack. 10 smokes come in a pack. They sponsored us with a carton, and they're really easy to travel with, really easy to smoke. And like I said, they're a great replacement for if you're still smoking cigarettes or if you're still smoking blunts. And if you just want to cut back, finding an alternative to something that you know is harmful for you is a wonderful way to stop, right? Because you can just wean yourself off. Another thing about yoga and Qigong and why I am so adamant about these practices is because it builds that mind-body dialogue that we all should have going on, but sometimes we can't hear it, we can't listen to it, right? We don't know what it's saying. Qigong specifically and yoga help to develop this dialogue in your body so that you don't want the bad things anymore. They just kind of go away. When I first started doing yoga 10 years ago, started yoga about 10 years ago. Qigong I've been doing about 13 years. After a very traumatic experience of losing my pops and 3 very almost fatal car accidents, I couldn't move, but nothing was broken, so Western medicine couldn't really help me. Luckily, I had the opportunity to go to school while I was still injured. So I let the teachers and everybody who was educated, not just the students. Students didn't really work on me because I was too sensitive. So I let the teachers always work on me, and this worked. This helped me to build up the energy that I needed. Beginning February 14th, we'll be doing our 99 days of Qigong on the lawn. So you'll probably be able to catch it in video form. I'm going to be moving around so much in the next 60 days that I am committed to doing and posting this 99 days of Qigong on your lawn so that you can develop your own practice of Qigong and develop this dialogue, this inside and internal dialogue that's needed. Today, we're not going to have the Qigong class after. I hope that you will continue to do these practices. Include the kidney rub into your practice. The bladder and kidney meridian is very, very, very necessary. The kidney meridian is the most important meridian in the body, and then your bladder meridian connects you to everything, connects you to all your internal organs. On the link tree, there will be a list of the classes that we'll be doing, but most importantly, the 99 days is the course or workshop or whatever that we'll be doing. That place is only a place for movement. That offering will just be doing movement. I won't be talking to you about what the benefits and everything are. However, we will also offer a Qigong class after our Random Acts of Healing radio show on coffeetalk.com. We'll be doing a Qigong class specifically for the meridians that we worked on that day. And that link will be posted also in the link tree on our coffeetalk.com profile for the Hood Doctor as well as the Kidney Bean. And I will do my best to make sure that those links and everything are up for you. So the mountain smokes is a good substitute for your smoking habits, whatever they might be. I'm not here to tell you that your habits are good or bad, because what I do know is that some of our ancient elders use this Qigong for their opium habit, right? So you can sustain all of your internal organ functionings and still do your vices. So I'm just here to help you, give you some ideas that you can just add into your self-care practice and your program. I'm going to check the comments one more time, see if there's any questions. And that's it. Well, thank you guys so much. Oh, what do they smell like? They smell kind of like sage. If you burn sage and a little bit of cannabis, very pleasant smell, but they smoke like a cigarette. So if you're trying to quit cigarettes and you like smoking cigarettes, I smoked for 10 years, so it was kind of a joy. I had to kind of learn how to smoke a cigarette again because these are packed so tight. But thank you all for sharing your practice with me. I hope to see you again next week. Please check our listings for the other shows and contact me with any of your questions, comments, or if there's something that you'd like to dive deeper into, go ahead and book a consultation with me. We have a special right now with our consultations where I will develop your practice with you within the consultation. That is on our Buy Me a Coffee. There's a direct link on the link tree. So please use me. I'm here for you. And I hope you all have an amazing week and enjoy your Lover's Day. Peace and blessings.
That was such an amazing show that we had from Ami. Thank you, everybody, for staying tuned with us. I'm just coming to you, giving you some more information about our lineup. So just remember, we are coming to you every weekend, starting on Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central. We have ATL Mix. Immediately after at 10:15, we have Poetic Soul Artistry. Then on Saturdays, afternoon and noon, we have the amazing Ami the random acts of healing with the Hood Doctor herself. And then on Sundays, we have two shows. The first one starting at 6 p.m., which is our Coffee Talk Live. And then we also have after that, Shy City Cafe featuring our Les Boys. So please stay tuned. Always come back. Definitely be sure to add your comments and questions. And thank you again for tuning in.